So much I can say of how deserving I am to have my father for 37 years. I love my parents. I love my mother. Um, when I think back of the many things that my father has taught me, it's just so many that I can just talk about. But one of the things I didn't like growing up was that my father listened to so much gospel music. I just couldn't understand why he listened to so much gospel music. And we lived about, in elementary school, we lived about 5 blocks away, and my father would play records, James Cleveland, record players. I would hear it coming down the street. I'm like, oh Lord. And not just that, but he used to listen to Ronald Brown, and he used to always sing, "Lead me, guide me." And my father sang loud. He sang in the shower. He sang in the car. He rolled the windows down. It was just something that I just couldn't stand. But I found myself doing the same thing. I would roll the windows down and I would sing, and I would play the radio loud, and I would sing in the shower. I would sing just because my father taught me that, and he just embedded that. And not just that, but he said the most important thing that you gotta have is the Holy Ghost. And I can contest to that I have the Holy Ghost, and that I'm leading my family the same way he has led his family. That he has provided for us through the many jobs that he has taken. And I think that's the very thing that we all three have, is that work ethic that he instilled in us, that we will work and work and work to provide, to have what we need. And you know, Dad, I love you. Even though we don't say much like that. And my mom, I love you as well. And I thank you for the strength that you have instilled in me. And
of course, I'm the middle and the only girl. So what can I say about my dad? He's everything. The man you see at church is the same man you see outside of church. You can run into him in the grocery store. He gonna witness to you and pray for you. And that means a lot. That even when I had friends to come over, the way he would talk to them and be able to witness without hounding it down your throat and making you feel as if you're the worst person. No, let me show you love. And that's what they do. Not just my dad, but my mother. They both show love to everyone. I also will say I've enjoyed being the only girl because Dad would be there anytime I need. The funniest thing to me, I would run out of gas all the time and have to call my father, "Dad, I need you, I need you." The very last time I ran out of gas, he came and bought me a gas can and said, "You got it from here on." But I thank God for him. I thank God for him setting an example as a man to me, which allowed me to have a good husband. And and he takes care of me how my dad would take care of me. So Dad, I love you. Of course, Mom, I love you.
Of course, I'm Junior. Being the oldest, it wasn't easy coming up. You know, my father, he was very disciplinary on me. I deserved it, I'm not gonna lie. But he had one particular thing where sometimes Dad would whip my hind parts for GP. And I didn't know what GP meant. And sometimes I was like, man, what is he whipping me for? So later one day, I was like 17. I said, Dad, what is GP? He said, General Principle, because I felt like it. Because you probably needed it, and I didn't catch you what you was doing. But I like that because it made me the man who I am today. It made me going through everything I went through in the military and combat, and it just made me endure and be a better man. And I appreciate you for that, Dad. Appreciate you. You know, sometimes we look for our heroes and athletes, and you know, and you don't know that you have a hero right under your roof sometimes. And grateful, Dad. Grateful. Happy birthday.